my name is Catherine White Coffin. I'm a North Carolina Quaker, and I was born in Guilford County on September 10th, 1803. At the age of 21, I married my husband, Levi Coffin, who was also a Quaker, on October 28th. And we moved to Newport, Indiana, and we opened a store where we became very successful merchants. We lived in an 8-bedroom house in a community that was part of the Underground Railroad, which was a secret aid used to help escaping slaves. And basically, we were people who lived along a route where slaves moved from the south to the north for freedom. We housed slaves in their escape route, and then we also provided travel for them to get to the north. Most of the time, I stayed at home and took care of the fugitives and cleaned the house, kept them company, and all that stuff, while Levi traveled at night on the secret roads, getting the fugitives to the north. And pretty much me and my husband were the best of the best on the Underground Railroad. We actually our house became known as Grand Central Station because it was very prominent, and Levi earned the nickname President of the Underground Railroad. So I guess you could say I was kind of like the first lady. We helped more than 2,000 black refugees get to freedom, so, we were very good. And one slave in particular was featured in Uncle Tom's Cabin as Eliza Harris. She basically carried her infant child all the way across the Ohio River and was chased by the bloodhounds and the cops and eventually reached our house. So we were also in that book. The saying Eliza was crossing the ice became a synonym for a narrow escape during this time. We helped these slaves for about 20 years, and after the Emancipation Proclamation was issued by Abraham Lincoln, both me and my husband aided the freedman. In 1864, Levi actually went to England and helped put into place the Englishman Freedmen's Aid Society, which contributed money, clothing, and just about everything that the African Americans who were now free, everything that they needed because they were very poor and didn't have much. So in 1877, sadly my husband died in Cincinnati where we were living, and about 4 years later, I died in May, also in Ohio.